calls on them back shoulder throws. So my thought process was the whole time was going right back, trying to get convert third downs, going back shoulder. So I played inside like I usually do. They kind of threw over the shoulder, and they've been calling so many pass interference. Every time we hand fighting and he pushing, I'm pulling, and end up tripping over my feet and stuff like that. Usually don't happen. It happened today. So yeah, that one hurt me.
How tough was it just today? Obviously, this was a different Colts team, as
Yep.
Doug said it would be.
Yep.
So why the struggles on overall on the defense today?
I feel like we had a lot of plays where we kind of hurt ourselves. If we talk about how many penalties we had, I had two pass interference. I think somebody else had one, and then we had a roughing passer. I just felt like every time we were supposed to get off the field on third down, we kind of, shot ourselves in the foot. And those are things you can't get back, and it's tough. The referees made some really tough calls, and it was hard to bounce back from. And that's the part that we got to do better at. Whatever it is that we make mistakes on, or whatever the penalty was, we can't have them happen. So, yeah, it was a tough one. That was on us.
What does the team do now to kind of get its mindset back together? Really tough back-to-back division losses. It just seems like you guys don't want this to mushroom into something worse.
No doubt. And I feel like our coach said the best. Is the main thing is who's going to continue to believe in it. Who's going to continue to understand that as a bigger prize at the end of all this. And who's going to be the ones who just veer off and don't see their chances of making anything else out of it. So the main thing is going into this week. That first Wednesday practice. So we talk about Monday going over this film, how critical we're going to be of each other. And that first Wednesday practice is going to tell it all, how everybody's going to respond going into New York week. And, the main thing is if the ones who don't believe that's the ones that we got to get rid of. The main thing is we got to have everybody who continue to believe in what we got going on and understand that we have everything that we need to continue to make this happen. So we just got to get this taste out of our mouth. It's tough to go 3 in a row, not getting the, numbers or not getting the win that you deserve. So the main thing is we got to wash this off. We have to.
Did you guys expect them to come out with that short passing game that they had today? Because obviously they didn't have that week too.
It was something that we didn't expect at first, but it was nothing that we couldn't adjust to. These teams are starting to run tempo a lot. A lot of teams starting to pick this up. That's one thing that a lot of offenses starting to hit us with is tempo and a lot of quick game. It's another extension of the run game, that teams are trying to hit us with. So it was something that we was able to adjust to. But like I said, I feel like a lot of our mistakes came from, the mental errors or the penalties that we caused on ourselves. We had multiple times to get off the field, and we didn't because we hurt ourselves. So, that's the part that we just can't have.
Crossing routes in particular were really a struggle today. Any idea why?
When you run a lot more man, they start running more pick routes. They see corners run over it. They identify man coverage. And the main thing was they're going to throw one pick route somewhere in the middle where it's going to give somebody, at least one person, a chance to get open. And that's the part that we have to adjust to. They knew we were going to run a little bit more man and, try to get after the quarterback. And, that's why they started hitting with more quick game to try to extend the run. So, I got to give my hat off to them, being able to adjust, make some changes when it comes to making our man calls. So.